I think you're gonna go nuts for this cocktail. Let me show you how to make a Nutty Irishman. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt, I'm the Whiskey Nerd, and like I said, today I'm making a cocktail I think you'll go nuts for. I'm making a Nutty Irishman, and I got the idea for this cocktail a little while ago. I reviewed this whiskey here, the Irishman whiskey, and I was like, oh, I want to make something with that, a nice kind of full flavored cocktail. And then I also made this right here earlier this week. This here is a non-dairy Baileys. So basically a vegan Baileys using coconut milk instead of regular dairy milk, because my wife can't have lactose. She's lactose intolerant. So I was like, I want to make a good Baileys substitute, and this here is a fantastic one. If you want to see how to make this, I'll put a link to that there. There'll be a link down below. If you want to see the review of the Irishman whiskey, again, there'll be a link down below. And I think I've left enough time for YouTube to process it if I put a link up there, but correct me if I'm wrong. This here is, like I said, Nutty Irishman. So I will also have a little bit of Disaronno in there, which is this like nice, almost like almondy, nutty flavored liqueur, which gives, I think, a lot of flavor and a little bit of sweetness without using too much, because we'll be making it obviously in an Irish coffee glass. I have this here, good old coffee in a French press. I started brewing it just before I started filming. So I'm gonna push that down just like that. And that's gonna be my coffee, and then I'm gonna be topping it off with a little bit of cream. Now this here is double cream, and there's a little trick if you want to whip just a little bit of cream. You can get your shaker tin, get your cocktail strainer, and take the spring off it, pop that in there, and then pour in your cream, just a good bit like that. Pour it in, and then when you shake it, that whisk, that spring will act like a whisk. So you can just kind of bang it down, shake it for about maybe 10-15 times, and then you can bang the lid off, and then you can bang the lid off, and then you can also just pour it between the two halves. That's a little bit looser than I'd like to go, because I like kind of a semi-thick cream. So I'm gonna bang the lid on, maybe 5 more shakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now let's see. Oh yes, pour between. Yeah, that's kind of the thickness I wanted. So I'm gonna have that amount just into there. And I think that's enough time talking about the cocktail. I think it's time we make it. So I'm gonna get my measuring cup. I'm gonna get my little Irish coffee glass. I'm gonna put in ½ ounce of each of these liquids. And these are all alcoholic, so you shouldn't be going in with too much. They're all also quite full flavored. So I'm gonna go in just with 15 ml. Just ½ ounce of each of these things. And it's gonna give me that nice flavor. It's gonna give me the nuttiness from the Disaronno. It's going to give me a bit of a punch, a bit of heft and weight from that whiskey, which is a very, like I said, lovely, full flavored, very nice single malt Irish whiskey into there. And I'm going to go in with 15 ml or ½ ounce of this lovely kind of coconut milk vegan Baileys. Just in, just like that, just ½ ounce into there. And then I'm gonna pour away my coffee just up almost to the top, because I will be topping it off with that cream in just a second. Just like that. And then I'm gonna get my little spoon here just so I don't pour the cream all the way through. And if I've whipped it right, it should be thick enough that it floats up top, just like that. And for a quick garnish, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little microplaner, a little grater. I'm going to get a little bit of fresh nutmeg and just grate that over the top, just like that. And that right there is how I make a Nutty Irishman. Now real quick, before I taste this cocktail, if you're new here, scroll down, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. I put out whiskey reviews like the review of that Irishman every Wednesday. I put out cocktail recipes featuring whiskey like this every Friday, and every now and then I put out different kind of videos like this, kind of vegan, coconut milk, Baileys, every Monday, where I sometimes talk about different whiskeys, compare different whiskeys, all sorts of things. So if you want to see more like that, make sure you hit subscribe and leave me a note in the comments. Let me know what you think I should make in future. But for now, let's taste this Nutty Irishman cocktail. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's like, it's very, obviously it is very reminiscent of an Irish coffee, but it's a little bit, so where an Irish coffee has this kind of bitterness of the coffee, the hit of the whiskey, the touch of sugar that then is balanced by the cream. This here has that coffee hit, but then that kind of Baileys in it. Obviously you don't have to use this, you can use regular Baileys. You don't have to use dairy cream, you could use like a vegan alternative. But for me, I have these, I made them, I wanted to show them off. That little bit of the Baileys here softens the coffee. The Disaronno adds a little bit of a skew in a different direction. The whiskey keeps it familiarly like an Irish coffee. That cream and coffee balance is again familiar, but a little bit different in a very good way. So yeah, if you're looking to change up your Irish coffee game, definitely give this one a go, a little Nutty Irishman. I don't know why I put it down. I'm going to keep on enjoying it, and I'll see you next time. Sláinte.